Hello guys and welcome back to the video to the channel. So this is a quick follow-up video for the guide I made earlier, and I didn't want to put all of these things in the same guide because the video will be too long. So this is just a small tips and trick video, just gonna be a quick video. I'm gonna show you some extra consoles, animation consoles, some flows, some iframes and stuff like that you can do with Archer. It's pretty cool things that you can do. The class can be like really in-depth, so I'll probably not cover everything in this video, but I'm hoping I'll give you guys like a clear understanding of a few of these consoles, the main ones at least. If there's some that I've missed, you can maybe put them in the comment section, then people will like find them there. And I'll probably add them in the description as well if I miss any of them, okay? So the main question is a lot of archers get is how do you cancel your Luthergon's call? So this skill has the charging animation, but it can be cancelled with a lot of skills on the Archer's kit. So that's what I'm going to talk about first. This is the main skill that a lot of people like for cancels for, okay? So the first one I'm going to show you is actually the fastest way to cancel this skill, and it's using your Light's Path. Your Light's Path cancels immediately into Luthergon's call. And if you blink, you're going to miss it. It's extremely fast. So this is it. So RMB into Shift RMB immediately, okay? So it looks like this. See how fast that is, but it's extremely fast. So RMB into Shift RMB, okay? A second way of cancelling it is using Tactical Strike, okay? So you are A, LD, RMB, A, LD, RMB. So the thing about Tactical Strike though, you can't cancel into Luthergons until you have done your attack on the Tactical Strike, until you see that arrow going out. Then you can cancel into the Luthergons, okay? So you can't do it when you are rolling. So the animation has to end, and then your archer shoots, and then now you can cancel it with the gun. So it looks like something like this, and then into the guns. Okay, so you can't do it mid roll. You can't do it when you're doing the roll animation. So you can actually cancel that animation. Okay, so it's only after the arrow has gone out. So after the arrow has gone out, then you can cancel it into the guns. Okay, that way to do it is using F. I think you guys already know this one. So a quick low swift, which is F. So you can just do F, Shift RMB, goes out immediately. So that's low swift, that is F. Okay, that way, fourth way I guess, you can use glide. Every time you glide, the moment you're doing the animation, you can cancel it into Luthergons. So you can do glide and then Shift RMB, goes out immediately again. Okay, that's another cancel you can do. Let's go to the fifth one. I think you guys know the uproot one. Just SF to do uproot into a quick Shift RMB, and you can cancel it immediately. So SF RMB, Shift RMB. Luthergon's call goes out immediately. Another one is full bloom. It actually cancels with full bloom. So you can full bloom into Shift RMB. I don't use the full bloom into Shift RMB because I don't usually use full bloom. That full bloom is not really needed for combos anymore on Archer that much. So it's but I'll just show you guys because it's nice to know that you can actually cancel. So you can do full bloom into Shift RMB. Okay, it's usually a little clunky, so I don't use it as much. It's a little clunky, but it's nice to know that you can actually cancel the charge after full bloom. Okay. That's it for Luthergons, I guess. That's it for Luthergon. If I've missed any, maybe there's like not that major ones, but maybe just put them on the chart so that we can learn, still learn in the class as well, actually. There's a lot of cool things you can do in Archer. So the second skill that I would like to talk about is Ensnare. So Ensnare is your pre-buff skill, like the one that gives you 30% crit. You want to be having this buff almost on all the time anyway, but it has like an animation, right? This animation can actually be cancelled. You can cancel this animation with glide. So when you're doing the animation, you just shift with the direction key on the left or right, and then you can cancel this animation. You still get the buff actually. You still get the crit buff, but you cancel that pulling back animation. So you can just do this and then glide, and you're gonna get the crit buff, and you can cancel that animation and go into other skills immediately. So that's one thing I would like you guys to know, right? It's pretty cool. And I think it's kind of helpful, especially in high-end zones where you don't want to be like standing still a lot. So that's Ensnare. Ensnare can be cancelled with glide. I hope you guys understand that. So another cancel I want to talk to you guys about is cancelling your Radiant Explosion. So your Radiant Explosion is a bread and butter skill. This skill can be cancelled. This skill can be cancelled. It can be cancelled with Meteor Dive. However, there's something, a little thing you need to know about the skill. The only part that can be cancelled is the first part before you do the backwards somersault. The moment you start doing the backwards movement, you cannot cancel the skill anymore. So you have to do it when you're in the air before you start the backward flip, okay? So you can cancel it just at the start, you see? Just at the start. The moment you start doing the backflip, you can't cancel the skill anymore and the whole animation will play out. So you only have to do it like really fast, so, and then you cancel with Meteor Dive, okay? If the backwards animation starts, you're not gonna be able to cancel the skill anymore. The whole animation will play out and then the Meteor Dive will follow after. I hope you guys understand that, okay? So another skill that has a couple of cancels is this new skill, the Spear of Sylvia. The Spear of Sylvia has like the charging animation, right? It can be cancelled with a lot more skills than just double tap and macroom, okay? So let me talk about a few of them. You can actually cancel Spear of Sylvia from Light's Path, your RMB. So you can RMB into Shift Q to get it immediately. So it looks something like this. Let me zoom out a little bit. So RMB into Shift Q and you get it immediately. The charging animation is cancelled. That's the first one. Quick RMB, Spear of Sylvia. So you actually want to be using RMB a lot. RMB is actually a really good skill with Archer. You can actually cancel a lot of stuff with RMB. And then the second one is you can actually cancel Spear of Sylvia from what do you call it? Grand Bloom, which I think I showed you guys, which is Grand Bloom into Q, and you get Spear of Sylvia. Another way of cancelling Spear of Sylvia is actually with Radiant Explosion as well. So your Shift LMB into which does Radiant Explosion, and then you hold Shift and then press Q, you can actually get the Spear of Sylvia again. So it looks Shift LMB to Shift Q, and it goes out immediately as well. So there's like so many things you can actually do with Archer. There's this skill called Piercing Light. So Piercing Light has like this charging animation. The problem with this skill is that it does not cancel with anything. A lot of people have been asking me this, but I haven't yet found a cancel for this. There's no way of doing it without doing the casting animation. I don't know if there's anyone who have found a way. I would like to know, because I would like to use it in my combos, but the time it takes to even like do the first one, it's just it's very clunky. The problem with the skill, it's very clunky. Even if you like shoot it immediately, it's still clunky. I don't know if there's a cancel for that. If someone has found one, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll probably incorporate it in my combos. Okay. So another thing I wanted to talk about is how some skills flow like really well with each other, so that can make better combos, more fluid gameplay, and just enjoy your Archer gameplay like way more. Okay. So there's a few combos you can do. Some skills flow really well with each other, so I want to talk about Bolt of Radiance. So Bolt of Radiance is a pre-awakening skill. It's this skill, Bolt of Radiance. So Bolt of Radiance can combo really well into double tap into Spear of Sylvia, and you don't have to press like so many inputs for that. Okay, so let's say you're in pre-awakening and then you just pre-buff, right? You can shift RMB to do Bolt of Radiance, continue holding Shift, press Q, and continue holding Q. Okay, so you're gonna be something like that. So maybe Ensnare and then shift RMB into Q and then hold Q. Get? So you're gonna be doing Bolt of Radiance into double tap into Spear of Sylvia. You get a really high damage combo, and it's pretty smooth, and it's actually also very easy on your hands. So you can do this, and then you can even put Arrow Explosion before Bolt of Radiance, because it flows really well with this as well. So you can do this. Sorry, I don't want to say this. You can do Ensnare into Arrow Explosion and then do Bolt of Radiance. Okay, the Shift RMB, and then hold Shift and press Q to activate double tap, and then just keep holding the Q, and it's going to activate your Spear of Sylvia. Okay, you guys understand? So Ensnare, Arrow Explosion, Shift RMB, hold Q, continue holding Q. So you're gonna do a very long combo with very few key inputs. That's the thing, right? You wanna like take care of your hands. You don't wanna press so many things. Another cool combo that I use a lot nowadays is using, because I want to utilize more of my pre-awakening. Okay, so there's a skill called covering fire. Let me find it. Covering fire. Covering fire actually does respectable damage. It's really fast to do, and you can activate it from your pre-awakening. So you can just do AF and it swaps you right into pre-awakening. But so what do you do the moment you go from AF? What's the best skill to do with AF? I would actually do covering fire into ensnare immediately, so maybe, and then do ensnare, then maybe even cancel that. Okay, it's really quick. Or you can do covering fire into earth shatter immediately. Okay, and then shift F. I don't want to do earth shatter now because the thing with earth shatter, this skill, let me show you which earth shatter is. This is earth shatter. So earth shatter doesn't have 100% crit rate. Okay, so I would suggest you guys to only do earth shatter maybe with a combo of sunfall, especially if sunfall is off cooldown. It doesn't have 100% crit, so make sure you have your pre-buff on before you do earth shatter with a sunfall cooldown, because you kind of lose a little bit of damage if you do it without 100% crit chance, right? So you can do you can swap to pre-awakening with covering fire, or even ensnare can be casted from pre-awakening, right? So ensnare, covering fire into earth shatter, shift E, and you get that quick. It's a very quick combo, very quick combo. Okay, very quick combo. So covering fire into earth shatter. Covering fire does good damage, so don't underestimate the skill. It does good damage. If you need some extra damage on archer, use covering fire in your combos. Get used to the skill has like it's an AF or a DF. Okay, I don't like the, what do you call it? The DF is weird on my hands. I don't know, it's like my hands are probably fat or something, but I don't like the DF, so I use AF most of the time. I don't use DF. So it's AF or DF, a combo of those two keys. So, and I think that's it for like cancels and a few tips on combos and stuff that I didn't really mention in the other video. I don't know if there's anything else that like I probably missed a few, but these are like the main ones that I wanted to put there. I didn't want a long video. It's just a small follow-up tip. If you guys want to know about, like, maybe let's say iframes, your PvE iframes. So for example, if you're doing boss blitz, Archer has an iframe on glide. In PvE, glide is a full iframe, by the way, for those that didn't know. In PvE, your full animation of glide is actually an iframe. Your tactical strike is an iframe. When it's off cooldown, the entire roll is an iframe. When it's on cooldown, just before you attack, that's when you get the iframe. So you don't get the full iframe when it's off cooldown. This is for PvE, right? And then you have your steady breath. This is your ARMB when you're in pre-awakening, so you have to swap to pre-awakening. Okay, you can combo tactical strike into steady breath, but I don't like to rely so much on steady breath because it kind of has a long cooldown. And then another really important iframe is your mountain breeze. This is the skill mountain breeze. It's here. It has a long cooldown, an 8-second cooldown, but it's one of your really good animation iframes, and it has a movement touch into it. But I usually feel like the iframe on this skill is like long enough, because I like this skill is pretty good. This skill is really good when it comes to iframe. That's what Archer has in terms of iframe. It doesn't have a lot of iframes like Sock and stuff, because glide is like, it's not spammable, unfortunately. Glide has a 2-second cooldown, so it's not spammable. Witch and Wizard have like a spammable shift glide with iframe. That's why they're really good in boss blitz. But for Archer, you have like this. But you can combine the two, because you can do glide into tactical strike. So you get a very long animation, but it has a cooldown. Because for glide, for tactical strike, then the iframe is not full when it's off cooldown. Okay, that is for iframes. I hope that helped you guys know a little bit about Archer. And I think that's all I have for Archer for now. For those who are asking me for a PvP guide, I don't know. I don't PvP that much anymore, but when I start doing PvP and I get a little bit more time to play and like practice, I'll probably make a guide for that. But I think the guys that are out for Archer in terms of PvP are still relevant because instead of like things like skating and what, but Archer is not in a very good place in PvP at the moment, especially 1v1s and stuff. But it's very good in like node wars, and node wars you don't really need a guide for the node wars. You can just smash people with skills from afar. So thanks guys for watching, and I hope this kind of helped people to learn more about their Archer. And like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.